Hey man, welcome back to the Super Divorce YouTube, the Super Divorce Twitch, the Super Divorce Kick. Nicholas Villars here, aka Super Divorce, and today we're going to continue playing Death Stranding 2. You might have guessed it. Maybe you thought, maybe you guessed, maybe he's going to play something different today just on a whim. No, I didn't do that. What's up, Ghoulie? Hello, Sparrow. Sparrow lamenting, I think, the fact that he wasn't first in the chat. A rarity as of late. Congratulations, Firsto, to Ghoulie for being first in the chat. Firsto, congrats. I'll even write it in there. Congrats, Firsto. Look at that. I made myself a cup of chiral tea this evening. But what's everybody up to tonight? You guys doing all right? You guys feeling pretty good out there? You all nice and limbered up? Everybody nice and limbered up today after a nice day of movement and exercise and getting things done. Ready to enjoy watching Sam Porter bridge the gaps of Australia. Ugh. That's what we're about to do here tonight. Good Brother says he's always first even when he's not. Others might disagree with you, Good Brother. Thanks for popping in, though. Nice of you to join us. Thanks for being here tonight. Thanks to everybody. We might have... Do we have extra people? There might be people checking the stream out right now who aren't involved in the chat. And if you're here and you're just lurking, that's cool too. I appreciate you. Sparrow's home alone until 4 p.m. every day until Sunday. Well, enjoy your free time. Got the run of your house to yourself, eh? Ghoulie got a haircut, went to church, so we got out a bit today. Hey, there's Ron. What's up, Ron? I told you guys Ron had stopped in from Moscow. Ron from Moscow is back in the stream. No, we just started up. We just got going about less than 5 minutes ago. So no worries, you're not late at all. You are here on time. Everything's just fine. And yeah, Ghoulie, I don't think that that's uncommon. I remember back in the olden days. I didn't go often, but I had some friends who did like a Wednesday night church thing. I've heard of that. That's been back in the news before. That's not totally foreign to me. I've heard of that. But Starlins is here. Hello, Starlins. We are ready to rumble. We're ready to hear, I think, from Dahlman. As soon as Sam's ready. As soon as he leans forward and I can... There. Now we got things. There we go. Okay, let's talk to Dahlman.
It goes without saying, but I was not born into this world with this doll as my ha. Would you like to hear how I came to be in this condition?
Yeah, tell me.
My darling wife was working as a nurse in an isolation ward. A luckless place which one day found itself in the path of a tar tsunami, a freak occurrence triggered by an ill-timed gatequake. Not a single person survived. No patients, no doctors, no wife. I just have to be careful. Hold on. Access to the site had been restricted, but
hey, it's the human Tarman.
That stop us. It was my daughter's idea. She was desperate to see her mother again. Be careful. Take off your hood. Okay, hold my hand.
Oh, look, there's a dowel. Maybe that's the dowel he becomes. Could that be? Starting the stream off right with some lore tonight.
Mommy?
It's me, honey. It's me.
What does she have? Their little music player?
In the end, it wasn't even her daughter that she remembered.
Jeez. That's pretty tragic.
Before we knew it, we were swallowed by the tar, battered against the rocks, and eventually coughed back up into this world.
Fragile.
Don't go! Down here, please!
Hopefully she didn't turn him into Dolman. Oh, that had already happened, huh?
Hello, little one. You cold? Let me guess. The car of that poor girl over there?
Oh, my daughter's car is long gone. I'm afraid it's just me now. She died, but for whatever reason, her soul was unable to move on because it ended up here in her doll, stuck somehow. My baby girl would have been left here all on her own. So I liberated her, forced her car out with one solid push. And she was free at last. Free to leave this world and go to where the dead belong. Just as I would have done, had I not gotten stuck myself.
I see. That's quite a story. Believe it or not, I've been looking all over for you, Mr. Spirit Medium.
As you can see, I'm of no use to anyone. I can't go anywhere.
Don't
I'll
say
be
that.
stuck here for the rest of eternity, that's that.
You're plenty useful, buddy.
Wanna come work for me instead? Yoha's no good to you now.
Huh. It didn't last long out of the tar. Poor old thing turned into a bog body in no time at all. You think you could bury them for me?
They call me Fragile. What do they call you?
Dolman.
The taller man, maybe? No. Dolman suits you better.
There we go. There he is.
If Fragile hadn't come looking for me, I'd almost certainly still be lying in that dreadful tar bog.
But your soul's trapped in that doll forever?
Perhaps. But if I could break free from this thing, maybe then I can be reunited with my daughter. When that happy day might come, I cannot say.
Well, hell. Poor Dolman. Yeah. Well, Kojima likes to do that. He likes to mix the funny with the tragic. That's a heavy backstory for Dolman. I guess we'll see what else he has to say. Maybe any follow-ups to that?
I did what any father would do. I pushed my daughter's car out of this doll, and she was free at last. Free to leave this world and go to where the dead belong. Thank you for listening to my story, Sam. But enough about me. It's time I let you focus on your job. As I mentioned before, I lost my wife to a tar tsunami. And after she died, she turned into a geyser. My daughter was unable to accept her mother's passing. She pleaded with me to see her again. As a medium, I thought it was within my power to grant her wish. So I gave in and took her to the hospital where her mother had died. It was the worst mistake I've ever made. I thought it was the right thing to do, taking my daughter to be reunited with her mother. And when we arrived, we played her favorite song, hoping for a reaction. But it was too late. She had no memories of our time together as a family. She was no different from any other gazer. To be honest, I already knew that deep down. My daughter's heart was swallowed up by the tar soon after, as was mine. And eventually, my car became stuck inside my daughter's doll. A prison very much of my own making. I couldn't tell you how long I lay there, until finally, someone came. Fragile. Looking for fellow doomed sufferers to recruit to her cause. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for her.
Well, yeah, Dolman got laid when he was actually a human being. Not in this state. I don't think. I mean, it's possible. But, so far as I know, he has not gotten laid in this particular form. But he did have a daughter when he was a man. Ron said that his daughter, Dolman's daughter, reminded him of Ron's daughter when she had an accident. His heart felt the same as Dolman. Well, yeah, anytime anything terrible happens to your children, you know, it's a sinking feeling, especially when there's not much you can do about it. And Starlands is giving us an update on Cambodia and Thailand. They've agreed to a ceasefire. Didn't you say someone's here from North Korea? Yeah, we've got supposedly somebody from North Korea. I don't know about that. I haven't seen any proof of that. But yeah, okay, so Cambodia and Thailand are back in the news. Hawaiian volcanoes. People were saying earlier, Oprah Winfrey was back in the news today. Because apparently she has like her own secret road. A private road. I guess it's no longer a secret, but she has a private road out there. And it's like the fastest, easiest escape route for people in a certain area. And she didn't open it up to the public until there were like cars just lined up out the ass. And I guess she gave in and she allowed people to use this secret private road of hers so that they could evacuate. But it's like, oh, that's nice of you. It's nice of you to finally open it up for people, for the plebs to use, for the ordinary folk, you know, once they're beating your door down, basically. But, you know, that's Oprah, I suppose, isn't it? What happened?
I dare say tomorrow may have mastered her unique abilities. She can complete the apple aging exercise flawlessly and with remarkable consistency. It's been a boon for her confidence, and I am ever so happy for her, as I'm sure you are as well.
Oh, great news, Ghoulie. Great news. Hopefully you can pick your seats in this class. I feel like that's something they allow you to do as you get older. I don't remember, once you reach like a certain grade, they kind of stop doing assigned seating unless you have like a problem, unless you're always talking to the person next to you or like a little group is causing a bunch of trouble. At least that's what I remember. Is like once you reach high school, it was kind of like sit wherever you want as long as you don't start shit. So you're gonna have to make sure that you find a seat right next to her or right behind, somewhere in the close vicinity. All right, Ron's got to go. His wife is calling. Well, thanks for stopping by. Good to see you again from Moscow. Good to see the chiral network of Super Divorce expanding. We'll see you soon, hopefully. All right.
Sam, been a while since you had a proper shower, wouldn't you say? Did you notice, Sam? You have a new pair of glasses. I'm not sure who left them here, but I'd say they belong to you now. No matter what misfortune may befall him, that adventurer is going to keep exploring the continent. I just know it. Is it the primal calling that compels him to make these journeys? Or perhaps he's become addicted to the thrills that come with experiencing the unknown.
Like spelunkers.
Regardless of his motivation, when I see how distressed
Those
his
people
son
are
is,
wild.
I want to do what I can to get him home safe.
I don't understand spelunking. I don't get it. What I mean, like certain type of spelunkers who maybe are just going to explore a cave, but the guys who get into like the rock wedges, they'll go for like miles and they're just wriggling forward like this, smashed in between, you know, a super tight space where their body can barely fit. That stuff is just, it's insane. I just don't get that. Did I go to high school parties? I mean, I wasn't a big party guy in high school. I didn't even start drinking until I was almost 21. I did a few times, but I wasn't like a big party guy. But I did attend some parties. If there was a big party, I'd maybe stop by with my friends and we'd hang out for a few minutes. But my group really, me and my best friend especially in high school, we were just like totally anti getting drunk at parties and shit. It was just, we kind of turned our noses up at it. So I didn't really do that. But we'd hang out with people, you know, it's not like we're dicks about it. It's just like, oh, we can have fun without getting drunk, you know, let's fucking go walk around Mire instead of being amongst all the drunkards. Because it reaches a certain point, if you're not drinking and you're around a bunch of drunk people, at some point throughout the evening, you're going to find yourself probably getting annoyed by everyone around you. So, designated drivers are saints for that reason, or people who maybe stop drinking, but they still go out with their buddies who drink. You gotta have a stomach for it. And cap off to those people. One of my buddies is that way. And he'll still hang out when people are drinking, though at this point, I'm not getting wasted very often. That doesn't happen much. But, yeah, anyway, back in high school, I don't really have many crazy party experiences. It would mostly just be people hanging out. And then if it started getting rowdy, that's when I'd be like, all right, adios. And then I'd go, and like I said, me and my buddies, we would just drive around. That was it. We'd drive around. We'd go to Steak and Shake that was open 24 hours. We'd go... There was like a 24-hour Starbucks back then at the time near our local mall. We'd go and hang out there. We'd go to walk around Walmart or Meijer and just fuck around, do stupid shit, buy action figures, get those big bags of candy, you know, you rip off. It's on the roll, you rip the bag off, and then you get the scooper and you fill it up with candy. Get a bunch of candy, go back to someone's house, play Madden all night, play Halo, do shit like that. I mean, I love looking back, I love the experience of like being that age and just doing stupid shit. And it really didn't involve anything crazy. It was just fun, just having a good time. Driving around, listening to Metallica at full blast, and headbanging in the car, and miraculously not dying because, you know, we all would be really, it's like in Wayne's World, we would do that shit. So that's kind of what I got up to. Once I got to like college age, I guess it was more common to go to rowdy parties. Probably the craziest one I ever went to was, it was at, near Wright State. And there were some underage drinking, there were some underage drinkers doing underage drinking, and the cops found out. Someone narked, and we got word that the cops were outside. They were going to be coming into this party, and so I was up on, like, I guess it would have been the second story, and it was a pretty big drop from the balcony. But I was pretty wasted, and I did not want to be wrapped up in whatever bust was happening. You know, when the cops came in, I didn't want to be involved in any of that shit, so I was just like outside anyway, and I heard, oh, the cops are coming in. So I just hopped over, you know, not like off the guardrail, but I stepped over the guardrail from this balcony and then kind of shimmied my way down until I was hanging, and then I dropped. And I feel like it had to have been a good 10 to 12 foot drop. It felt like I was falling for a long time. And the grass was kind of wet. So as soon as I landed, this helped me. As soon as I landed, my feet just like a cartoon. It was like a cartoon character, just like slipping on a banana peel. And it kind of like just completely absorbed whatever impact would have befallen my legs. I might have broken a knee or an ankle or my whole leg, who knows. But it was, and then I just I was able to get right up, and I ran across this wide open field to, like I just said, a local Meijer store that was open. And I got over there, and I think I called one of my other buddies who had been there. He had gone out the front, I think, and snuck away, and then ended up meeting up with some people. And but that was fun. That was kind of wild to feel like you were running from the law. I mean, nothing happened, but at the time, blood's pumping, you're drunk, don't really know what the offense would be. But you start worrying about stuff like that, you know? It's like, what's going to happen? There are kids here drinking who shouldn't be, and I'm here, and I'm, whatever, I was 21, 22 at the time. And it's like, I gotta get out of here. You know, I just didn't want to deal with it. It was like, I wasn't the one who bought any of these people any of the beer. It wasn't my place. I just showed up, and there were who the fuck knows how many people there in this small little apartment near the Wright State campus where people used to just party constantly. Sparrow's dog Norman wants to say hi. Hi. I saw Jess was here. She's lurking, I think. She's going to go to bed soon. Alright, well, no problem. What's my favorite Metallica song? That's a tough one. That's like... I don't know if I can do that. Because there's so many. When you get to that point, it's really tough to pick one. And I'm not trying to like cop out. I can say that my favorite album is Ride the Lightning. I can tell you that much. But there are other songs from other albums that I really, really love. So just because Ride the Lightning is my favorite album doesn't necessarily mean it has my favorite song on it. But front to back, that is my jam. My set of jams, I think. Good Brother says he's got some party stories. You ask him for some crazy ones. Like I said, I've never been a big crazy party guy. Never got into like hard drugs or doing anything beyond smoking weed and drinking alcohol. I mean, that's it. Pretty pedestrian. I remember the first time I went to a party and I saw someone doing... These kids were doing coke one time. When I joined a band in Cincinnati. I had never seen anything harder than weed. And I think I heard about some kids doing mushrooms or whatever, but after I graduated, I got into a band with a group of dudes from Cincinnati. They were like a year younger than me, actually, so they were still seniors in high school. I had graduated the year before, and they were like, hey, there's gonna be a party, you wanna go? And I was like, yeah, sure. And it was like a super rich private school these kids went to, and the party that we went to was in this big mansion. We walked in, and that was like a high school movie type scenario. That's what it looked like. Like typical over-the-top high school movie party, that's what this was. And we walked in, and, you know, it just looks exactly like what you're probably picturing. Just wild. And in one of the rooms we walked into, I think maybe the dining room or the kitchen, there were kids doing lines. And I was like, oh, never seen that before. That's something. I didn't do any. I just remember I was kind of hanging out because I hadn't even started really drinking. I was just there kind of taking in the sights and sounds. Ghoulies returned with some cheese and fruit snacks. What kind of cheese you got? Store brand fruit snacks, and what kind of cheese? Lindbergh? We got some Lindbergh cheese. A big block of Swiss. I've got a cheese story. When I worked at Papa Murphy's Pizza, after hours one night, here's another kind of weird thing we would do. After hours, we drove by Papa Murphy's where I worked, and me and a couple of my friends worked there at the time. We let ourselves in because we would go in after hours and we'd make ourselves pizzas, and we'd take them back, and it was take and bake. If you didn't know what Papa Murphy's is, it's take and bake pizza. So you make it, or they make it for you at a make line, like you're walking in a Chipotle or Subway. You got to see them constructing it, and then they hand it to you, and it's raw, and then you take it home and bake it. So we would go there sometimes. We all had codes. We were good employees. We'd pay for our stuff or whatever. But there was this one kid with us, and he wasn't a part of our normal friend group. He was friends with another guy who worked there, who we didn't really hang out with much, but he happened to be there as well. So it was like one of those situations where you got your core friend group, and then like another guy who's kind of in your orbit attaches to your friend group, and then further still, one of his friends comes in and attaches to him. So you got your core, and then these kind of two hangers on in this weird situation where we all go into Papa Murphy's at night, we're making our pizzas, and then no one can find this dude's friend. He's just disappeared. No one knows where he went. We're like looking around the building for him, looking underneath the make line, looking, back in the bathroom, There was a storage area back behind the restaurant. Didn't see him anywhere. Finally, someone walked into the walk-in cooler, and this kid was in the dark. He didn't even turn the light on in the walk-in. He was in the walk-in cooler in the pitch black darkness, sitting on the floor, kind of in the fetal position, eating a block of mozzarella cheese. Like, they came in big blocks because they sliced all the cheese there. You put it in the cheese slicer. It's like this machine. You kind of situate it. You put it in. You pull this fucking lid down, and it pushes it into the slicer, and you get your freshly sliced mozz. But he had one of those bricks of mozzarella cheese, and he was just on the floor, just eating it. I don't know why he was doing it. I seem to recall people thinking it was quite humorous, but I never heard an explanation for it. Like I said, this was not a regular in our friend group. He was kind of a wild card, as the story might suggest. No, he was not drunk. He was not drunk. Nope. No drinks, nothing. That's just what he went and did. And it's like, alright, well, okay. Good Brother said, very little sauce, please, in all caps. That reminds me of this other guy. Am I even going to play this game tonight? I don't know. There was this guy named Tim. He was a regular. He looked really stupid. He was about 6'8". He had spiky hair. He spiked his hair straight up. It was kind of shaved on the sides, spiked straight up. He had these big kind of Coke bottle glasses. They were brown rims, big Coke bottle glasses. Maybe a little bit of stubble, kind of pockmarked. Probably in his, I would say, late 40s, early 50s. Just giving you a mental picture of what this guy looked like. And he would always order his pizzas with super light sauce. That's how he had to say it. I'm not exaggerating. When he would place his call-in order, we always knew it was him because that's how he would say it on the phone. Hey, yeah, this is Tim. Just want the usual one with super light sauce. Every single time. Even though we knew him, he was there routinely. Everyone knew exactly who the guy was. As soon as you saw him walking up through the parking lot, you knew which pizzas to grab to bring to him. But every single time. It was very annoying. Really stupid. And another thing that I thought was weird was that he called his teen son Honey one time, and that cracked me up for like I wanted to burst out laughing when he was in there. He was like standing at the other side of the make line. He wanted his son to come over to look at something. He was like, "Honey, can you come here for a second?" I was like, "What? You're like 50 and your son's like 15 and you just called him Honey in public? What? Does anyone's dad call them Honey? Like, even a little kid. Maybe if it's like a little girl, like a little 3-year-old girl, you might call her Honey. But my dad has called me Honey 0 times in my entire life. Yeah, it was his teen son. Yes, his teen son, he called him Honey. And it didn't seem to catch him off guard, so it led me to believe that this was something that he called his teen son on the regular. It wasn't the first time. He wasn't doing it to be funny and like embarrass his son in public. It's like his son just turned around and walked over to him nonchalantly, like nothing strange had just occurred. So This was, this would have been probably in like 2001, 2002, somewhere around there. So it's been a while. Ghoulie said his dad will call his sister that. Well, yeah, I mean, that's, again, like I said, I can imagine calling like your little girl, or even, yeah, you're addressing a female. Let's just say that. But never your son. Which is scarier? Biblically accurate, angels or Cthulhu? Well, I guess probably Cthulhu, because the angels themselves tell you not to be afraid, so Cthulhu's not giving you that advice. He's just going to make your mind warp in on itself and drive you insane. So, probably Cthulhu. That's what I would say. Deliver chiral decontaminators and sedatives to the Eastern Environmental Observatory. Ooh, all the way up top. Look at that. Alright, well I know how I'm getting up there at least. We gotta take all this, eh? Now this is gonna be interesting. Okay. So I can keep a little bit of that stuff covered up, but not all of it. Ain't that right? And what's this new stuff that they got for me to fabricate? Now, what'd I miss here? Maybe I went over top of it and I must have. Whatever. Okay. Ghoulie said angels, there's a reason they start every dialogue with do not, or be not afraid. Well, yeah, but I mean, so if you know that, you know you shouldn't be afraid of them. This is looking pretty frozen solid, isn't it? Maybe I can actually... Take care. What was the problem with this guy? Because I seem to recall there were some issues. Was it the battery? Maybe if I just take a little bit of container repair spray with me, I'll be able to use... Nope, 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 nope. Cargo. Do I still have some? I guess not. So here's what I'm gonna do. Here's what I'm getting up to. I'm just gonna go ahead and just try to use the trike. I'm gonna fabricate some... Wait, it's telling me I have 2 already. Why didn't I see any? It says I have... Why didn't I see them? Well, I don't... oh, they must be in storage. Okay, well that's probably why. Well, that's fine. I'll fabricate them anyway. I'll just do some new ones here. Like that. That should be good, I think. Put those in the backpack. Alright, there we go. Julie said 38 minutes into the stream, I'm playing the game now. Yeah, finally, right? Well, you guys got me jabber-jawing. You got me doing the jabberwocky. Oh boy. Good Brother said, okay, so there I was. I had about a half a roll of Dramamine and a Traveler of Beams 8-star, so I'm tripping balls and drunk as shit. Walk into a living room where there's a crowd of dudes watching 2 naked chicks do the thing, and the handle of a golf club is involved. Uh-oh. I did see 2 chicks make out at a party one time, and I thought that was awesome to see in real life, you know. I'd never seen that IRL. And chicks weren't chicks weren't as thoughty back then, you know, you didn't have e-thoughts. So that just wasn't all over the place. That was like spotting a rare Pokemon. Being at a party in high school and like seeing two chicks make out. It just didn't happen in real life. Outside of like the occasional late night Cinemax. That's where that stuff took place. To see real people doing that, that was mind-blowing. Everyone's jaw hit the floor. It was like, wow. No one got their weens out and began to tug, though. Everyone kept their cool, you know. It was an internal excitement. No external manifestations, at least that no one could see. Alright. Let's see here. Oh, I didn't want to go through the... I didn't want to go through all the tar. I didn't want to get tarred and feathered. Let me make sure I'm doing this right. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're fine. We're good, we're fine, we're good, we're fine. Ghoulies on the edge of his proverbial seat with this story. Good brother had a thought. He said, that looks rad, so he went over and had a toot himself. You had a toot, huh? Yeah, it could have been the hallucinogens. That might have been what you were experiencing instead. Starlings wants to know if you should buy a katana off of Amazon. No, you should go to your local flea market to find one and get it the good old-fashioned way. Earn it honestly. If you're gonna get a katana, you need to earn it the old-fashioned way. You need to go and pick it up from your gosh darn local flea market. That's the only place to get a good katana. High quality katana action at your local flea market, to be sure. And you should also pick up a fedora and a trench coat. Uh-oh. Where's that coming from?
Sam, look out!
Oh dear. Oh, holy. Whoa! Oh boy. Did I avoid it? Woo! Thought I was about to be pwned right there. Didn't know they had avalanches in this game. They should make a Death Stranding cart. That'd be fun. Race against Higgs and his coffin guitar mobile. I bet Kojima would come up with some cool power-ups. Little Nest by Hani Arani. As Good Brother was doing the line, the chick that was laying there, Minnie puked down to herself. He just avoided it, but it looked like cotton candy to him. Ugh. That's not so good. That's pretty nasty. You don't want to conflate the two of those things. Vomit and cotton candy. I smell vomit and cotton candy. Yeah. Whoa, no! No! Oh, shit. Ooh, boy. Oh gosh, I thought it was gonna break everything. Okay. Okay, here we go, here we go. Alright, there we are. Okay, nicely done. I'll probably get a D grade on this. That took a lot of damage there.
Oh. Hey, you actually made it here, huh? Or am I just imagining things? Right. Now check that cargo of yours.
And then to finish it up, Good Brother backed out of the room slowly while everyone was staring at him for some reason. Well, I can't imagine what the reason would be.
Cargo looks to be in solid condition. I appreciate that. Truth be told, been waiting a long time for this moment. But I always knew you'd come my way. Go ahead and use your Cupid to get me online.
Get me online. Do. Get me online. Do it in time. Get me online. Getting online and we're doing the time. We're doing the thing. New strand established. If we can just fill that area in right there. Just to my left. Just to the left of that blinking star. Eastern Environmental Observatory Ridge Frost. Opening up the whole mountainside. Oh. An oxygen mask. That's nice. That's good, okay. New music. New firmware.
Now displaying your current order grade.
Dum.
All right. Connected to the network. Which means I can finally start fixing up this observatory. In case you haven't heard, we've been seeing an increase in chiral density in every region as the network has expanded. More instances of strange phenomena outside network coverage, too. And I've been told this is indicative of plate gate emergence. You know, after being alone all this time, I wasn't sure I'd be able to stay the course. Till you arrived with that life-saving cargo. Should be all set to hold down the fort now. Not exactly a one-man job, but I'll do my team proud. Oh, I've shared schematics for an oxygen mask with you. I'll help you stay active in areas where the air's thin. Personally, I'd recommend you wear one at all times when you're in my neck of the woods.
Sparrow has a weird opinion. He says you can't be cool unless you're a sophomore. So only sophomores are cool? Or you have to at least be a sophomore to be cool. You can't be a freshman. No frosh are cool. Is that what you're saying? And yeah, being cool is extremely overrated. Don't worry about being cool. Don't worry about that. To quote the legendary frontman from Skid Row, Sebastian Bach, fuck cool. Don't worry about cool. You know? Just do your own thing. And you'll attract the people that you should have around you. That's what you come to find out. Freshmen try too hard to be cool. Same with Sevies. Well, elementary kids are just elementary. Those are like little kids. You can't blame them.
Tar current fluctuations and whatnot. Mostly in the eastern part of the continent and elevated regions. Going forward, I'll also be paying very close attention to signs of plate gate emergence. Unfortunately, the chiral cloud layer has been gradually descending ever since I got here. Everyone was suffering from exposure, and I'm the only one who stuck around. You're the first friendly face that I've seen in a minute.
Areas where the air's thin.
You know, at high altitudes, on mountains, like this one, for example. And if you climb above the cloud layer, you've got even less oxygen to breathe. Saps your energy even if you're not doing anything strenuous. Over time, you'll cover less distance and be at increased risk of slipping and falling. It's a good idea to wear your oxygen mask to help you stay strong and sharp.
Alright, let's be off.
Mother Nature won't show you any mercy around these parts. The biting cold and steep slopes will slow you down, or stop your progress altogether. Now would be a good time to make sure that you're fully prepared for the journey ahead. By the way, the aeronautical engineer who lives northwest of here just posted a sub-order for you. Seems something at the Ghost Mech factory's got him all hot and bothered. Help him out and he might hook you up with some useful gear. In any case, I hope you'll come visit me here again sometime.
We'll see.
I understand it's a lot to ask folks to make the trip on a regular basis. But that's why I'm hoping I can offer you stuff that'll be of use in hazardous conditions like these. Keep on keeping on, man. And thanks again for all your help.
This is the President, Sam. Chiral network coverage has just passed the 75% milestone here in Australia. The next leg of your journey will take you to the southern part of the continent. Once the remaining regions have been integrated into the network, the manifestation of a new plate gate is all but guaranteed. Marshal your strength to overcome the final hurdles and make this continent whole again. We're all counting on you.
Sam, Rainey's not doing so great. It might be more of a mental than a physical issue. But I'm honestly not sure. Do you remember the doctor from the Motherhood?
Yeah.
We think she should be able to help ease Rainey's anxieties. It was Tommen's idea. We already reached out, and she said we could come visit anytime. Since the Motherhood's within the Chiron network, we can use the Magellan to travel there. Once you've made it back to the ship, just head to your private room and settle in. You can use the trip to catch up on sleep. But if there's anything you need to take care of before we depart, now would be the time to do so.
Sam, I'm contacting you via a different protocol. This private mode affords me a direct connection to you alone. It seems Drawbridge has reason to suspect that APAC may have been involved in the production of ghost mechs. This possibility concerned me as well, so I conducted my own investigation. And reaffirmed that APAC's underlying technologies are iterations of an older Bridges framework. What I'm getting at, Sam, is that the guilty party is not APAC, but Bridges. Which is to say, the UCA may also have some involvement with ghost mech production. This would perhaps explain why firearms and other weapons have become commonplace on the Australian continent.
Oh, yeah.
The UCA's precursor, the United States of America, had a
Oh,
prominent
yeah,
gun
you're gonna
culture.
blame the
Though
USA.
Americans first took up arms to liberate themselves from British colonial rule. They retained the right to bear arms so that they might defend themselves against future government tyranny.
Goddamn right.
APAC has no such designs, of course. But Higgs has used factories to obtain weapons in an attempt to subjugate the continent through violent action. And so, the people of Australia have, in response, been forced to take up arms in self-defense. A distinctly American philosophy, and one which would appear to have spread to this continent.
Good.
The more we seek to unite the people with metaphorical ropes, the more essential sticks seem to become.
Yeah, probably to deal with
This
you.
particular situation is one that I feared might come to pass, which is precisely why I determined that it must not be the UCA, but a civilian organization which takes the lead in expanding chiral infrastructure. But if the UCA is indeed somehow implicated in these events, it may dramatically alter the calculus. I realize it must be vexing not knowing what to believe, Sam. Should I learn more, I'll contact you at once. For my part, I have a favor to ask. I must insist you not disclose that we've been in direct contact. There's no telling who may be involved with what at this stage.
I don't trust you. I haven't trusted him from the beginning.
Well done.
Side one. Deliver that to the... Deliver Ghost Mech Factory cargo to the aeronautical engineer. The aeronautical engineer, huh? You gotta get this stuff. I mean, that looks like a... That's not gonna put that whole area online, is it? I doubt it. But delivering this right here probably will open that up. So why don't I go ahead and do it? I'm gonna have to do it sometime. I'll take... got my absolute boots. Let me do absolutely one pair of those for an extra. And I'll probably take my lightweight shotgun, one of those. And I'll probably take my machine gun. And I'll probably take that one. And I think that'll be good. Oh, and maybe... I already got those with me, so that's good. Okay. Put them on the boot clip. These we'll put on the backpack. And we're ready to go. Rock and roll.
Thank you.
What's up, bye-bye? Starlins wants to move to Switzerland and age cheese. You love a little cabin in the Alps? Well, guess what? If that's what you really want to do with your life, you can do it. You just gotta take the steps to get there, that's all. Figure it out. Where is this guy gonna be? Down this... Wait, no. Where is he? Where is it? Is that it? Which way am I facing? Okay, so yeah, it's just down. It's just down. It down. We just gotta go over this way. And that's what it's gonna be. And then we'll, I think, head over that mountain range right there. Collect that damn thing. More ghost mech shit. Well. Alright, Starlins, thanks for stopping by for a bit. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye, Starlin's pie. Flapped his wings out to the levee, but the levee was dry. Well, carefully. Oh boy, what's back in the news today? People still very obsessed with the Sydney Sweeney ad. It doesn't seem to be slowing down. So much discussion of that. So much discussion of the Sydney Sweeney advertisement that's come out. Where am I going here? What? Wait. I went the wrong way. I went the wrong way after all. Here, let's turn around. Let's go back up here. Yeah, just tear it up, just tear ass right on up here. That's just what you gotta do. That's just what you gotta do. You gotta swizzle your hips. Eat some chips. And that's what you gotta do. You're gonna go around this ridgy range right here. You gotta go down there like so. You gotta make your way through the snow. Ghoulie doesn't give a gosh darn about Sydney Sweeney. I mean, that's the appropriate reaction. I think the problem is people who are very offended by the advertisement. And I was looking at that and I was like, you know, in the 1990s, we would have just called that an ad or a commercial. Not something that required people to get involved in epic meltdowns and cry. People are crying about it. People are crying. And talking about how dangerous it is. That's insanity. What kind of absolute loser do you have to be so... I mean, you really have to have so few problems in life. You have to be living so well as a human being. You are really enjoying the fruits of your ancestors if that's what makes you cry. A commercial featuring Sydney Sweeney. Because you think it's a Nazi dog whistle. This signals the return of Adolf Hitler. Yeah. Unbelievable. Yeah, because she's talking about her genes, you know. She has good genes. And people are like, well, she's talking about the fact that she has blonde hair and blue eyes. She's clearly referencing Hitler. She's referencing her Aryan stock. This is how it begins. Bunch of fucking dorks. Yeah, yes, she's wearing jeans. She has jeans on. I think that, like, yeah, it's a play on words, but she's just talking about being an attractive woman. And the fact that, you know, she's pretty popular. She's always back in the news. Sydney Sweeney is one of the most back in the news chicks out there today. For being, you know, an unapologetically attractive female. And, that bothers some people on a fundamental level. They can't deal with it. Well, Sparrow thinks that she's not attractive. Okay, well, you're in the small minority of people who don't think that, because that's like why she has reached the status she's reached. No one's... I'm not saying she's horrible at acting, but I mean, it's not like we're talking about her all the time. She's not featured in the news. She's not making headlines because of the great performances she's putting on in her films. But she's generally accepted as an attractive female. And in the kind of classic sense, kind of a throwback, you know. Blonde, big tits. It's like a 90s deal. It's like Pam Anderson again. You know? It's that shtick. And she's being featured in ads, and it's ruffling some feathers because, you know, because we went a long time where you couldn't show an attractive woman on TV. You couldn't show attractive people in general. It was like every ad had to be some display of, you know, acceptance. Every ad was featuring traditionally unattractive people in some maneuver to signal to everyone that these companies give a shit. Oh, we're so conscientious. You know, we really care about making sure everyone's represented and all that crap. And now that stuff's falling by the wayside, and I think that's what you're seeing. You're seeing that movement in its death throes and people lashing out about it. That's what it looks like to me. You want to stop getting commercials about erectile dysfunction while you're watching baseball? Not happening, buddy. That ain't happening. That's probably, that's like their target audience. Because baseball is already like on the decline. That is a total boomer sport. And I'm saying that as someone who actually like baseball. But it is not popular like it once was with the kiddos. It is seen as a total boomer sport. So that's their audience. That's who they're gonna market their dick pills to. Like it or not. And I don't care if chicks want to reveal their boobs. It doesn't bother me. I don't mind it. And I'm not saying that as like a dude who's sitting here gooning to TV commercials. I'm just saying it doesn't bother me. I think there's a big difference between having like fun, sexy ads. Just, I mean, that's what I grew up with. That was like all over the place in the 80s and 90s. You just had fun, sexy ads, superheroes, both male and female, looked chiseled out of stone, larger than life. Everything was just like kind of over the top. So there's a bit of nostalgia attached to it. But I just don't think people should be uptight about it. It's like, do you go to the beach? Do you go to the swimming pool? You see chicks walking around in bathing suits there. It's okay in that setting, but it's not okay to see it on a fucking box in your living room. Big difference between that and like, I don't know, freshly 18-year-old girls going out and doing OnlyFans, like hardcore porn content. I don't think that those two are even in the same universe. So the whole like sexiness or partial nudity, that stuff just doesn't bother me. I think people got way too uptight about that. First, like in the old school, back in the olden days, it used to be like the people who were crying out against any form of like sexiness, ladies showing their ankles, anything beyond that would be like a crazy religious position to take. And then over the past 10 years or so, when we had like the rise of Tumblr, then it became the same talking points, but from like a non-religious POV, from like the extreme out of their mind feminist wing, where it was like, we don't want to show any skin because we're attracting the male gaze. You know, as if that's not built in to people in general to immediately like notice when other people are attractive. We kind of like rely on that to perpetuate ourselves as a species. It's not something you can just flip off. It's not a switch. I think with maturity and age, of course, you learn to temper it. You don't want to be a total slob, a sleaze goonball with your tongue hanging out of your mouth all the time every time that you see an attractive woman walk by. But it's like, it's a certain pattern, just like anything else that gets your attention. If you see, and this is for males and females, you just recognize an attractive individual. And there's nothing wrong with that. Just because the gaze is a male gaze, women do it too. If there's a dude running down the street with his shirt off and he looks like a bodybuilder and he's chiseled out of stone, I guarantee you, ladies driving by are taking a peek. Ooh, you know, it might be that. And that's like, what's wrong with that? What's wrong with making that sound? Ooh, ooh, you know? Is that so bad? Would it be so bad to admit that like everybody does that to some degree? Maybe not with the noise. Maybe everyone doesn't do that. Except me, I do it every time. Ooh! Every time I see a handsome hunk running by with his shirt off. You can ask Jess. We're driving and I'll, ooh! And she knows I just saw a guy who looked like Henry Cavill. But you don't have to do that part. You just have to be willing to admit that you're a human being and that you have like a brain that works like a human brain. It doesn't make you an animal. You're not gonna go chasing them down, screaming, cock in hand, hopefully. Yeah, exactly. You shouldn't have to apologize for noticing a big pair of tits. A nice big set of titties. No one should ever have to apologize for noticing that. And as you said, I know you're making a joke, you should be able to show your balls, but like some dudes walk around and they're trying, especially back in the olden days, you know, like you look at some old rock and rollers back in old fashioned times, those dudes would even like, they'd play it up. They'd stuff like a tube sock down their pants, like rolled up. Just a pair of socks kind of against the leg there. There's some people who do like showing off if they've got a large endowment, if you will. If they received a large endowment when they were born. Some guys do that. And I guarantee you the ladies are noticing that, so it's fine. It's all whatever. Ghoulies admitting to doing the Henry Cavill. Ooh! Yeah, you can, you know, you can give props. It doesn't mean you're about to, take him to town, take him to task. It just means you notice. You're putting in the work, brother. Good job. And with a chick, you know, you just be like, damn. Way to go. Get after it. Keep it up. Keep up the good work. When you're young, of course, it comes more naturally, but especially as you grow older, you know, it's not so easy to maintain that over time. That's not just a sign of beauty or handsomeness. It oftentimes will tell you this person is, at least in one area of their life, trying to keep shit together. And that's respectable, I think. I think there's some good in that. Okay, let me, well, you'll have that. Well, I'm not going to comment too much on what Sparrow said because that's you're talking about classmates who are, we could say, out of the appropriate age range for discussions to be had on their physical attributes. I think I'm putting it okay by saying it that way. Trying to be respectful. Okay. Ghoulie said at this point he'd be telling a chick, "My dear, your beauty shines like the sun against the waves of the ocean. Your smile brightens the darkest of days. Your heart is as pure as gold." I think I told you that Jess had a guy call her. I hit the button in time. That was a big sneeze. Who are these people? Who are these people? But what was I saying? Ghost Mech Factory. What do we got? The aeronautical engineer, the lone commander. Now I kind of forget where I was going with that. Oh yeah, Jess had an ex-boyfriend call her one time, like when she was over at my house. And he was trying to express his undying love for her with a poem. And, he was being very dramatic. Like, something like what you just wrote there. But not nearly as eloquent. Air purifier, Ghost Mech Factory cargo. I mean, is that a being right there? I can't even tell which direction these guys are looking right now. Yeah, when we were dating, that happened. And now we've roused Jess from her slumber, her near slumber, because she's been brought to. She heard her name. She heard people talking about her. Man, I don't even want to deal with these guys. This is crap. Maybe I should just try and take them all out quickly. How about the boomerang? What does that do? That looks like a one-shotter. Okay, well that's gonna be good to use probably right here, huh? Got him too. There's another one up there. Oh, I didn't get him. Damn it. Well, I see I'm having trouble with these guys because I don't know how legit they are. I don't know if they're like even real. Well, that guy looks real. Cut his cord. There's one. Got him. It's gonna carry him away. Where's that coming from? Yeah, he was likely drunk. Looking for a good time. Where's this tang that I need here? There it is. Seems like there'd be more in here than just the few that I dispatched already. Feel like I'm being tricked. Smart drugs. Well. Oh, there's one. Oh. That got him. That got him nice and good. Ooh, look at all that chiral. That's some good chiral. That's a good chiral haul. Look at all of that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Maybe I'll just... That looks like kind of a fat guy. That get him? Look at all that. That was a fat boy. I was right. Double kill right there. Good enough for a poke. Man, I'm just mopping them up here. Was that nothing? Now there's one more. I've missed the chat for a second. I'm gonna have to check back in a minute here. I'm just swinging and banging. I think we pretty well cleared this out. It's looking good. Looking nicely done. Look at all this. Plenty, 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 plenty. Quite plentiful. Alright, that's for the commander. I'm gonna have to collect all this chiral first. Sparrow hates how in movies and shows men only want sex. Yeah, it's not true. I mean, a lot of them do, but you know, that's not what I was after. Not when I started dating my wife. When we were just dating. Waited a long time, even just to get a smooch. If I was just looking for sex, I was barking up the wrong tree. I had to work hard for even the slightest smooch. That's good. There we go. There we go. Now we can take this over. Hell. Oh. Got a little. Oh. Oh, somebody's butt hurt, aren't ya? Little fatty. Little fat pie. Whoops! Oh, too bad. Better luck next time, Fatty Patty. You didn't do a good job.
All right, we got it. Let's deliver the cargo to the aeronautical engineer.
Let's do it. And that'll be another chiral connection. Hack and destroy it, why not? It won't let me. I guess I can't do that. That's probably going to be on a different mission. Probably have to come back here. Well, I don't want to mess with him. That guy's too bullshit. I've tried horsing around there and, well, just not worth it. Where do we have to take this to? We've got to take it up here. Is that where it goes? The aeronautical engineer. Yeah, okay. Kind of back up this path, I think. Sparrow's playing Doom Eternal right now. Have you made it further than I got? I don't even remember where I was. Maybe on like... Did I make it to like chapter 13 or so? Yeah, I was streaming it for a while. Or no, sorry, not Eternal. I was playing Dark Ages. My bad. No, I played Doom 2016, and then I never played Eternal. I missed that one. You just started today? Is it pretty cool? I would assume so. Doom's pretty badass in general, so it's probably gonna be a cool game. Probably gonna be pretty enjoyable. Sandalweed. There's the aeronautical guy. Got some big cloud cover going on tonight. Oh, you know what? Well, I wonder if I can do this real quick. I've heard, or I saw there was like an achievement you could get. I don't know what you have to do. There's something for looking at the stars, I think. Maybe it's too cold right now. Maybe it's too distracted by the cold. Gonna head over this way. Don't fall off of a cliff. Now let me see, should I go up this ridge? Looks like I probably should. Probably stay right along this side. And, let's do that. Anybody else playing anything fun? Ghoulie, you got any multiplayer gaming in the past few days? What were you playing? Something... I can't remember. You were playing the same game with some buddies a few days in a row. You guys still doing that? I can't for the life of me think what it was called now. Even though you told me multiple times. Risk of Rain 2. Nope. Gotta get up there. Gotta get up there. This is beautiful. Look at that. Some beautiful scenery there. But we're not quite to it yet. We've got another big hill to go over right here. Entering a low oxygen area. Maybe I should have put that hood on. Fun, but better with frames, eh? Oh. Whoa, oh, oh, oh. So there's the Magellan. If I go up right here, which side do I want to go? Right here, maybe? If I could get all the way up there, that would be nice. Like maybe all the way up there. Let's see if we can do that. Alright, well good night, Ghoulie. Good luck with your seating situation whenever you actually do that. In case I don't see you before you pick your seats. And I don't mean pull the wedgie out of your butt, I mean actually find out where you're gonna sit. I hope you're able to sit next to your true love. I hope it works out just nice. Okay, going all the way up here. Can we get a little hop? A little bunny hop? Come on, you gotta have the juice to make it up there. Really? I mean, it's not that bad. It's rock. You were doing just fine on the snow, on the freshly fallen snow. You can't do a little rocky action? Okay, fine. I'll just leave it. What are you trying to do now? What, is there nothing to grab onto? It's acting like I can't even climb it. Whoa! No, don't slide all the way down the damn mountainside. Get up. Oh, for fuck's sake. Now we've gone sledding. Look at that. Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. Come on, Sam. Gosh, I was like all the way up there. So close to this asshole and they wouldn't even let me climb. Well. What am I gonna do now? Maybe it'll be different if I just walk the whole way. Let me see. Because I still have my skeleton, don't I? So I should be able to make it. Maybe I'll just scurry around the side. Not try and go over the top. I mean, there it is. It's not very far. I think I should be able to do that. Probably about to leave the chiral area. Now look at this. Okay, hold on. So, there seems to be a little place right here where maybe I can No!
Eyes open, dumbass.
Are you okay, Sam?
This shit's gonna be so ruined. I mean, the problem is he just doesn't want to climb. I can't even initiate his climb. There. That's better. Okay, there you go. Don't fall down. Just... yeah. He doesn't want to walk up. He doesn't want to climb. There. Alright. Let me look at my map again. Within a stone's toss. There we go. You hear Santa Claus again? Heard the Santa bells. Everything's fine, Lou. Don't worry. Anyway, you're already dead, so it's not gonna matter. You should just chill out. Okay, can I climb this? Bivouac. Why can't I climb that? That's a perfectly fine rock for climbing. And they don't want to let me do it. Come on, there we go. Alright. What the f- Why?
Get it together.
Are you injured, Sam?
What the fuck? There's literally nothing that should have made me fall down from up there. Try a fucking again. There. Okay. Now. Good gosh. If I can just get across here. I think I see a good spot right there. It doesn't look too bad. I should be able to go up and over right here. No more falls. Let's not ruin our delivery materials, please. Okay, calm down. Just a little bit further. Maybe, where is it? Right there. Just on the other side here. Ooh, that's a bit of a drop. Yep, keep climbing, keep climbing. That's good. It's a good spot. Right around the other side. Okay, let's stay on course. Stay with it. Might as well keep going up. There it is. I can see it now. Now I just have to find a safe path down, and I don't think I have. I don't have any good materials for getting down. I just wasn't thinking about that. Because I've used them so little. If I can just do that. Let me just very carefully, very gently just creep down this way a little bit. We'll just creep it down. We're just gonna creep it on down a little. There we go. Pause. And Up and over here. We'll just go ahead and... There we go. We made it. Oh, good gosh.
Good morning to you. Drawbridge credentials verified. Welcome, Sam.
Security measures left.
Ah, enjoy, chef. Woo!
Must have been quite the ordeal hauling yourself up here. I salute your dedication. You found the cargo I asked you to recover, I presume. I'll go ahead and take stock of what you've brought.
An A. Okay.
The contents appear to be okay, at least. I owe you one. Your assistance has ensured that I have what I need to carry out my research. I hope I can rely on your help again.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and link me up with your Cupid. If the network's as amazing as everyone says it is, then I want in.
There we go. The whole ass mountain range. Just about, I think.
Now displaying your current order grade.
So this is what it's like to be on the network.
Yeah, you like it?
Computational capabilities are far beyond what I anticipated.
Very impressive, isn't it?
Amazing. Oh, and it's already yielded a useful result.
Do the
Let me
catwalk
share this
thing.
data with you. It's for a floating
No,
sensor
not right
gun.
now.
Toss it in the air and it'll hover in place.
It-
after which it'll
it can't
target
be,
and engage nearby
request.
hostiles. And since it fires MP bullets, you don't have to worry about
It just has to
unintentionally
happen.
killing people. But that's not all. I've refined the design of the cargo catapult so that you yourself can climb inside and be launched into the distance. A useful option if you want to bypass particularly rugged terrain along with your cargo in a single quick trip. I mean, I have to say,
I have nothing to
it's incredible what
catwalk
the
right
neural
now.
network can help us
Maybe if
achieve.
I was on a catwalk. If I would, maybe, like, when I was doing the stuff through the mountains, that would have been a good time for it. I can't do it when I'm just standing here in this building.
If you deploy them wisely, you can use sentry guns to keep your enemies occupied for a while. And while they're distracted, you can sneak into secure locations or break contact with pursuers and make your escape. They've got all kinds of strategic applications, really. But they're not capable of tracking BTs, so don't expect them to help with those.
Okay.
Anyway, I created the guns by using the network to combine data from the cargo you brought me with my own research results. This means they can be fabricated using existing materials. Yeah, the chiral network's pretty impressive, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. I can climb into the catapult pod?
Bloody oath you can. It's an innovation made possible through the application of my research. The core launch mechanism hasn't changed though, so you can't steer the pods like traditional aircraft. But you can adjust your trajectory to hone in on a landing point once the parachute is opened. Traveling by air in this fashion is an efficient way to traverse uneven terrain with minimal effort. Of course, you want to make sure your flight path is clear of obstacles before you launch. It's entirely possible to fly smack bang into a wall if you're reckless, and that would hurt. A lot. Yeah, some people should think twice about using catapults, but I'm pretty sure you'll be careful.
Bye now.
Thanks again. I'm glad we could meet.
Me too.
You've given me a renewed hope for the future of my
Oh,
work
me
here.
too, totally.
Come visit me again. Maybe I can find a way to make your work easier too.
We'll see. We'll see what I got going on. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. So, something for the adventurer. Something for the observatory. I know I gotta go back there. We've got a recovery mission. I guess I can do this for him real quick. I guess I'll try it. Loading sentry gun. I don't need that right now. We'll just head on out. And, where is it? Recovery mission. Over there. Did anyone leave me, a vehicle or anything fun? It doesn't look like... I don't think that I can actually get over there with, my current setup. Maybe... No, not that. Maybe if I look at my stuff here. Well, I thought that helmet would be on there. Do I have to fabricate it? Do I have to prefab the helmet? Yeah, the oxygen mask, there it is. Okay, let's make one of those. Let's do that, and let's go ahead and attach that to the suit. Then, let's see if I can opt in for it right there. There we go. There we go. That's better. That looks a little better. And me tinks. I just need to run up this way by the catapult. Grab whatever he's missing. I'll bring it right back to him. We'll be on our way.
Disengaging weapons restrictions.
Tolerably tolerable.
Tolerably tolerable. And we should have... Whoop! Oh! Whoop! Hip! Hip! Look at that. Looks kind of fun, doesn't it? Hey, there we go. It would be really fun to sled down a hill like this. Or a mountain like this, where it's just a big ass... Whoosh, nothing you could get hurt on. Just fun and games, sliding down like a son of a bitch. That would be a good time. I bet you would have so much fucking fun you wouldn't know what to do with yourself. You'd be giggling and cackling and laughing like a little schoolgirl. As you tumble down. Imagine just tumbling down it. You could put on like a big padded snowsuit and just tumble down a fucking mountain like that. You'd be giggling and laughing so fucking much you wouldn't know what to do with yourself. You'd see Jay Leno over in the corner. You'd hear Kev playing guitar off in the distance, cheering you on. It'd be a sight to behold, let me tell you what. It'd be something else. At least I think it would. I'm just saying. Let me grab up a couple of these. Is that everything? Was it just two of them? Just two containers? Just two? Just two? Just two? Just two? Just two? That's all? Just two? View cargo for the... Oh no, there's 6 of them. I gotta find 6 of them. Where are the other 4 then? Imagine that ramp. Ramping off that guy. Woo, boy. Oh, these other ones are down here. Tippy steps down, Tippy steps down. Don't lose your shit, don't lose your shit. Stay in control. Some nice looking snow in this game, I think. Very good. Very good and very nice. Now I wonder, can I launch myself using this? Back over to where this guy lives? Because that might be kind of fun to do. But I don't have... Oh, I see. Oh, you can't just use them. It's another thing you have to unlock as you go. Oh, okay, yeah, they wouldn't... I should have known. They wouldn't just give that to us, you know. That's something you're gonna have to... You're gonna have to build up to that. Man, stuff's really out here. I thought it was all gonna be confined to that one little circle zone back there. But it is really spread out. Really spread eagle all the way. Holy cat and cow. Got me walking basically all the way down the damn mountain and back up again. And it's heavy stuff too. It's not all little ticky-tack briefcase size stuff. This is all big boy kind of shit. For the architect? I'm not getting anything for the architect right now. Are you crazy? Heaping an extra load? Not happening. Not gonna happen. Oh, so here's the video I might do soon. I get a subscription to this thing. It's called the Dino Drac Fun Pack. And it's just like it's a little monthly...
Well done, Sam. That's the last of the cargo. Let's head to our destination and make the delivery.
It's like a little monthly box of goodies. And I thought it'd be cool. I think I did one video before where I showed these. And then I was gonna do like subsequent videos after that, and I didn't. And I let the boxes just stack and stack and stack. And I've got several months worth of them from last year that I never opened. And then the debit card that I was using to renew my monthly subscription actually expired. And I didn't get an alert that the payment didn't go through. So I lost my subscription, and this guy, Dinosaur Dracula, who puts little fun packs together, he filled the spot. Because there's a waiting list to get, you know, the subscription. He does a subscription model for a certain number of people, and then he takes another small handful of these boxes and he'll post a link where people who aren't subscribed can go and buy them when they're ready, and they sell out like immediately every time. So I finally realized this, and I just DM'd him on Instagram, and I was like, yo man, I was a subscriber and my debit card expired. Just wondering when you're going to open up subscriptions again, if there's going to be any time you're looking at, because I want to get back in before Halloween. He does some really cool packs around Halloween. And he actually was like, oh, you know what, I can add you back in right now. And he sent me a link, and I resubbed, and I just got my newest Dino Drac Fun Pack. And I was like, I should do a video, an unboxing. I haven't done a good unboxing for a while. So maybe that's coming soon. Maybe please look forward to that. Get up there before you fall over. There we go. Alright. Yeah. Now we just gotta walk it down. Just get your grip. We got it. We're good. You're not gonna fall. Nice. Old school, on foot. Just like the real life porters. The Had Yakka.
Well, better check your orders, I suppose.
There we go.
There's no denying you brought a bounty. I was half tempted to cheer when I saw it.
You should when you saw it.
You've actually inspired me to come up with a new idea. I'd love it if you could try it out.
Firmware update.
More
Cairo.
materials on hand means more options at your disposal. I'll increase the amount you can take from here.
Thanks. Outback Steakhouse. At Outback, there's no rules, just right.
Oh, almost forgot what I was going to say, but it's come back to me now.
It's all coming back to me now.
Both its damage and maximum range have increased.
It's all coming back, it's all coming back to me now.
It's enabled me to perform all sorts
There
of
were moments
simulations
of
to test
pain and
potential
there were
upgrades.
moments of love.
Anyway, be sure to give your new and improved boomerang a try. As for my next project, I'm thinking of developing something with cosmetic appeal.
Cosmetic appeal.
You know?
Some Cairo lingerie, perhaps.
Take care.
Maybe he's gonna make Sam a nice set of Cairo lingerie. Some Cairo fishnet stockings.
Thanks again.
You get the BTs all bricked up and they just turn into a Cairo crystal. I want Hideo to make that some DLC. Sam's sexy Cairo pack. You just wear it, you walk right in front of a BT, bricked up, they turn into Cairo brick, boom. Done. They can't handle it. Sam and his fishnet Cairo stockings. Now, okay, yeah, then back to the Magellan, of course. So looking at our map here, check this out from where we started. Remember when all we had was... Where did we start? We came through this plate gate, and this entire area was offline. All of this was offline. And now all of this is online except for this little region right here. We have almost connected the entirety of Australia. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? I think it is. Now, I'll go and board the Magellan. To get there, let me see, where am I? I'm up here with the aeronautical engineer. He has one delivery that I can take over to the Magellan area. To Ridge Frost. We'll take that with us. Put it on our backpack. Head out. And that's good. And that's nice and good. And now we're gonna fuck off In which direction? Just back up here again? Same way? Just right back up there. We've walked it before, we can walk it again. I know Sam's capable. Or as Big Papa Pump said, capable.
You don't know what I'm capable of! You don't know what I'm capable of!
Well, we're capable of running up here. I've walked the catwalk! I walked the fucking catwalk! Yes, I have. But that's not where I want to go. I don't want to go down there. I need to turn tail and take my ass up this way. Don't get winded now. Nice jaunt. This is why leg day is important, guys. You never know when you might have to do something like this IRL. And you don't want to be a pansy bitch who can't complete the task. We got this really important thing you need to do to save the world. Oh, I'm sorry I skipped leg day too many times. Find someone else. Well, okay, now I just need to find a good place to descend. This doesn't look like I've got anywhere nice to descend. There's a smooth spot right there. Whoa! Don't up! Up! Looks like only my boots taking damage. Keep it together. Hup! Hup! Hup!
Cargo won't last long at this rate, sir. Handle it with greater care, please.
No! I ruined one of the boxes. See, I should have brought more material with me for proper dissension, because for fuck's sake, god damn it. No! My shit! Look at all my fucking shit that went rolling. And it's just continuing to go. Well, you know what? Fuck it. Whoop! Let's just slide down and go to the Magellan then. Whatever. There will be no catwalk this time. That's the opposite of strutting your ass on the fucking catwalk right there. But this is fun. It's fun to do this. It's fun to slide down the mountain. Fun to slide it down and round and didgeridoo-dah, didgeridoo. Bivouac. I don't even know what that does. Can I bivouac? Oh. We're just getting cozy. We're just being a cozy Sam. Sam Cozy Bridges. Just having a little... That does look like he's probably pretty warm in there. Okay, that's enough. Get up. Enough rest. Back to twerk. Back to twerk. Back to twerk. Time to get on our little spaceship. Talk to Tarman. Well, I thought they'd let me just board it from here. Nope. No such luck. Good luck. Good luck. Maybe it's only if you're on a vehicle of some sort. Okay, here's the Magellan. Down to the private room we're gonna go. I don't like the suction cups. It's not fun. Very unpleasant. Yeah, you deserve the rest, Sam. That was a big, big day. Sammy's big day. I'd like a Death Stranding little golden book. Sammy's big day. Showing him trudging through the wilderness in the snow. Maybe I'll make that. I wonder if anyone would buy it.
The DH-3 Magellan is currently docked near the Motherhood shelter. An escort arrived a little while ago to take Rainey inside. The doctor has requested to see you as well. Head on over whenever you feel ready.
When I feel redder.
Ready to head out, Sam? I sure am. I was born ready.
That means he has nothing else to say to me right now. Alright, I'll go to the surface. I don't really like the Motherhood, but I'll go anyway. Whatever. I just had to go back and forth with him so much earlier. And the doctor kind of creeps me out. With her big...
Snow.
What?
Huh.
Snow? Yeah, it wasn't snowing down here before. No Sam's loud.
It's okay. You can trust me. It's a healthy baby girl.
Look at the cute BB.
She's beautiful. She certainly is. Okay, coming up on 3 minutes. Someone needs to go home.
Like a game of hot potato.
Are there waves? Yes, they are. Your room is connected to a beach. Now, open your eyes. Rainey, the child you're carrying is not dead. It's just that time has stopped in your womb. Your daughter and her mother are in perfect health.
But there's still no treatment, is there?
When the balance between our world and the beach is finally restored, you will give birth. There's nothing to worry about. Come on. All in due time. So wait and have faith that you and your child will be fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What about you?
Someday I'll have a son. But until then, I get to see him once a month. It'll all work out.
Yeah.
For all of us.
Sorry, but would it be all right if I took another look at your pod?
Give me 1 second.
Okay, I'll head back first.
The thing is, when I did my examination on your pod, I got the strangest feeling. The BB in that pod was there far longer than any typical BB. I'd like to check your pod's production number. If it's an official model, it'll have one inscribed on it.
I can tell you right now, there's no number written on it.
No, it wouldn't be on the outside. It would be inscribed on the inner wall. Now, you can't open a pod without endangering the BB's life, but there is a way that we can peek inside. See? Right there. See, a pod's production number is a record of when the occupant was transferred from the still mother's womb. Sort of like a BB's date of birth.
Impossible. 11 years ago. On the very same day as the Void Out.
Lou's date of birth was 11 years ago.
And not just that, the serial number is BB00, which would make Lou one of the first test subjects.
Yeah, that would appear to be the case, yes.
If we scour the archives for any mention of BB00, there's a chance we might learn more about Lou's past.
You really should try and put this behind you. And digging up the past won't help.
I think it's time we return to the DHV Magellan.
Well, you can't give me a clue and then be like, all right, well, that's good. You shouldn't ask any more questions about it. Can't do that.
You know, Sam, seeing as you've come so very far, you should take a moment to see to any unfinished business before you commit to new obligations.
Oh, is that what you're telling me? Well, I mean, what would that even be? That would be probably finishing, finishing some of these roads, finishing some of the trams that we got. Finishing the roads out here. I mean, there's quite a bit to do. Still involving lots of ceramics, of course. But it's like, I don't know. Is something gonna happen? That makes me think something's gonna happen, and I won't have access to this stuff for a while. I don't know. That could be. Check something out here. Let me see about materials. Well, they're giving us a decent amount of ceramics there. And here we got some stool.
Remember to rest, Sam.
Let's check the garage and maybe do see, that's going to take a decent amount of ceramics though. 230 and 320 just to make my own, or I can go and get the one that was already over there. I could do that. I saw one. This guy right here. So we'll just go back to our old-fashioned maneuvering here of taking our ceramics and putting those in the cargo shelf. Okay, yeah, we got this auto paver here. Oh no, that's for an upgrade. Okay, so this we need 1520 for that guy. 1880 for that one. The next one after that appears to be over here. 1740, all ceramics, no metals at all. Don't need any metals for any of that. So just as many ceramics as I can get. Nope. There we go. So if I'm to finish any of these, I'm going to need to go and get whatever they've got over here, which is just 124. That's not much. That's not much of anything. How about the Pioneer? 388. 388 and 124. Still not even going to get me close to what I need for that one. I'm going to probably need to go to whichever mine it is. Is it the Smoke Hill? Yeah. Smoke Hill has 960 ceramics. And, whoop. I just want to see my mines. What does the mine look like? So I can't even see it. Structures, vehicles, cargo. They don't. Why don't they have one for mines? That's stupid. Smoke Hill Mine right there. Where's the other mine? Mine of North. Or Mine North right here. Where's the... I don't know. That's going to be a whole thing. Well, so there's nothing immediately around me that looks good for getting much mining material. Like a bunch of resins right there, which I don't even need for that. I need 120. I need a bunch of special alloys to cap that off. I don't know. I might be calling it an evening then. Because I don't have anything I can go and do right away. I'm going to have to drive probably all the way back over here and just start hitting every single area again. Looking for... Like, look at that. Lone Commander has over 1,000. He has over 1,000 ceramics. So I think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to pause right here. And then next time, I'm just going to, as I've done sometimes in the past, just have a stream where it's basically nothing but gathering ceramics and building out my stuff. So that's going to be that. That's what I'm going to do. Because that's going to be probably at least... It might be 3 more hours to get those roads built. I don't even know. But I'm going to save it right there. And that's going to do it for now. So, if you've been hanging out and you've enjoyed the stream and you haven't done so, please sub to the channel. I appreciate it, wherever you are. If you're not on YouTube, make sure you go over to youtube.com/superdivorce, sub to the channel there, because that's where I do my uploads. My most recent one was a game called The Stranger. Did a full game playthrough there. Been getting back in the mood to do full gameplay uploads. And that's where you can check those out on YouTube. And make sure you like the video before you head out. Comment. Share it. Bring some new people by. Hang out. Shoot the shit. Talk some shit. Whatever you want. You know? It's up to you. I hope to see you next time, though. 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday through Friday. We're doing streaming. And then the uploads on YouTube. That's it for now, though. So, until next time, everybody, take real good care. Keep kicking ass. Love you lots. Lord willing, I'll be back very soon with another video for you to watch. Bye-bye.